Keep on doing what you do, doing what you do. Just keep on doing what you do, doing what you do, doing what you do, what you do, doing what you do.
Hi guys, it's Janscrazylife. So I'm going to show you how to make this. I've kind of showed it in some videos. This is an original concept. I will link her video where she shows you how to make this in a file folder. And sorry about the noise with the baby playing Mario Kart. Anyway, so I changed the concept and changed the math, so I'm showing you how to make this one. This one I wanted to show because it's fully decorated. And let me just do a quick flip through of it just being decorated. So there's a little bit, it's basically the same except the math has changed a little bit. So the concept is that you have enough room to put journaling cards or, you know, you can put pictures or wallet size. So here's the outside, and then that's the cover. Depending on what paper you use will change, of course, the look. So there's this waterfall, and it's got a flip this way, a flip this way, and it's got 6 and then 12 double-sided. So there's, you put 12 pictures or 12 whatever, and there is just a waterfall here, and so that's the double flip. And then here is this little cute, and then let me show you with the journaling cards. So journaling cards will fit, or wallet size, or whatever you choose. There's a little pocket in the book, and then over here on this flip, again, journaling cards, and there's 3 flips and a total of 6 spaces. There is this flip that just kind of flips like this, and then there's this cute little pocket that I just put a tab on. So what you're going to need is a total of 6 cardstock and 4 to 5 pieces of any other kind of basic cardstock. So the first thing I did was I took 2 8x11 pieces of paper. I glued them together flat, and then I scored at 5 and at 6. So, sorry guys, so that's my cover. It is scored at 5 and 6. So take your 8x11, glue them together first, then score at 5 and 6. So that is your cover. So for the next step, and I'm kind of doing them in order where I'm going to do your cover, your cardstock, your little book, flip, so kind of in order. So the next step, what you're going to need, so let's talk about all the cuts and all the stuff. So for the actual, and this is the cardstock, which is the base, you're going to need 2 6x3 and a 4s. Hold on, 3, and it's so, hold on. It's 6x3 and a 4th, and all this will be in the description box, by 4 and a quarter. So you need 2 of these, and I don't know why I didn't put 4 and a quarter. So that's 2. And you also need one that is 6 and a quarter by 4 and a quarter. Okay, so that is the cuts for the base. Okay, and then we'll go through matting in a minute. So that is, then you also need 6 4 and a quarter by, and let me zoom in a little bit so you can see, 6 4 and a quarter by 3 and 3/4. So 3 and a quarter. And then you also need 2 3.5 by 2 and 1 7 by 7 and a quarter. Alright, and then the next one, you need 1 piece of 3 and a quarter by 11. You're going to need 1 piece of 5 and a quarter by 3. You're going to need 3 pieces of 4 and a quarter by 3 and a quarter. Shh. And then that's what you need for the base. Okay, so as far as matting, which is your really pretty cardstock, you're going to need 6 3x4s. You're going to need 1 4 4 5/8 by 2 5/8. It's not 2. Okay, by 2 5/8. You're gonna need 2, and I'm just making sure. You're gonna need 2 5 3/4 by 3 5/8. And all this might be confusing, but it'll come together. So then you're gonna need 2 3 3/4 by 4 3/4 by 3 5/8. So you need 2 of those. You need 12 3x4s, and then you need 3 6x4s. You're also going to need, and this is for the cover, you're going to need 2 strips of 8 3/8 by 7/8, and then you need 4 8 by 3/8 by 4 7/8. So you need 4 of those, and then it'll all come together and you guys can see, because I will tell you the size and what we're doing. And then you need 4 more 3x4s. Alright, so let's get started with this. So the first thing we're going to need is, I kind of do them in steps of, so I'm going to take that matting, which I'm going to cut right in back. So on this 2 pieces of paper that are 6 by 3/4 at the 4.5 line, we're going to score. So, at the top of your, when it should measure 6 3/4, we're going to score 1/2 inch. Alright, let me make sure. Yes, so 1/2 inch. And then on this one, it's 1/2 inch. So then, on these 5, we're going to score at the 3 1/4 side. And we're going to do this one as well at 1/2 inch. So what I do is I always like 1 2 score, because I know that's 1/2 inch instead of 1/4. So I'm going, here's my end. 1 2. And I wrote on all these because you don't have to worry about, you're not going to see them because they're going to be matted. 1 2. And 1 2. And then 1 2. 1 2. Okay, so those are all scored. So now I'm going to fold on the mountain like Mary always says. Mary Beth, if you guys are subscribed to her channel, she is really good at showing how to do a lot of this. So that on the mountain. And then on the mountain. Perfect. And then there we go. So now we're gonna, and we're gonna do these ones. And then that one. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna get, and the most important thing that you need for this project that I didn't say, is you need scoring tape and some Velcro or some kind of binding. I use art glitter glue and scoring tape. I have 1/4 inch. If I had a 1/2 inch, it would probably work a little better at some places, but I have 1/4 inch. So we are just going to put, and it's going to be on the fold like you fold down. So you want your scoring tape to go on that fold as it goes down. So basically, I'm probably going to speed past this part so you don't have to watch the whole part of me just cutting scoring tape and putting it down. And I'm sorry that it's white, so you probably can't see what I'm doing, but I am just basically going to make sure I have 2 strips, and I hope the camera is showing where I put 2 strips on it. And then before I put it down, I learned this trick from Mary Beth as well. If you put some art glitter glue on top of this afterwards, it'll give you some more time to kind of move it just a second, rather. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to finish putting scoring tape on all of these as well as these 2. But those 2, I'm going to put them on a different side, and I'll show you when I get to that point. Alright, so on these 2 pieces, you're going to want, these are the 6 1/4 by 4 1/4. You're going to want it to go on the inside. So where these, we put the scoring tape on the outside flap, on these, we're going to want it to go inside. So I am going to put down score tape, and again, this would be a lot faster if I had a 1/2 inch, but I don't. But it's all good. It works all the same. And alright, so next I am going to do the next one, and then I will put it all together. Then we can work on matting it. Alright, so which I think we're going to mat before we put it together on this one, because I think that's how I did the other one. So maybe we should do that. Put the matting together first. Alright, so you could do either one. I think we're going to do it first. Alright, so let's get our pieces that we are using for matting. So our pieces for matting are I have 3 6x4s and 12 3x4s, okay? So on these pieces of paper, this one that is our flat matting is going to get, and I think I picked out, I want this to be my top and this to be the other part of the flap. Hold on. And I think we need, and I did my math wrong. Hold on one second, guys, because I think with these, we're going to need 6 of these total, not 3, because I forgot that we have to do the top part of the flip. So we need 3. Let me cut out 3 really quickly. And I was wondering why my math didn't equal out. So we need 3 6x4s, right? Hold on, guys. Let me pick another piece of paper out. What color are my... let me do some of this, a little bit of this, a little bit. Alright, you can get with this. So we basically needed 3 more pieces of 6x4, right? 1, 2, no, we only need 2 more, so you need 5. So let me just cut out 6x4. And again, let me write this down on my thing, so when I put it in the description, I will be, and you know what's funny is, look, right here it says 5, but for some reason I only cut 3. Okay, so do what I say, not as I do. Alright, 6x4. 6x4. Alright, that's our other 2 pieces. So what I was looking at is how I wanted my matting to go. Because here's my thing. One of these flips is your top, okay? And the other one is your bottom. So it goes kind of like this, right? So I'm just deciding where I want my paper to go. So I love this floral, and I think we're going to put that here at the top. Okay. And then that way it kind of matches when you flip it out. And then, okay, I'm just eyeballing this. And I did 6x4, and if you notice, you could have probably done a little bigger, but I picked 6x4 and 3x4s because I like that you can get more out of the paper, and it looks really cute with the around. Okay, so on this one, we're gonna also do this side. And the flip. So I'm moving it over a little bit. Okay, perfect. So then we have these two pieces that flip open like this. And we're going to mat the back of them with, so underneath where we just put those, we're going to put these two pieces that we just cut, or any of the ones that you've picked. And then this one here. There's a lot of moving parts to this, but once you get it down, it's pretty easy. Alright, and so then on that flat piece, here's that flat piece. We only need to mat one side because the bottom's going to be glued down to the book, so you're not going to see that. So we only need to mat the one side. Alright, so if that makes sense. So I am just going to take all these little pieces and I'm going to mat them on these little pieces. You just need to do front and back, and then I will be back. Y'all probably don't want to see that whole part because it's going to be super boring for y'all. And I might fast forward it. Who knows? I might just take it out. Alright, so that's what I'm going to work on right now, is just matting these sides. Alright guys, so now that we have all our pieces, right, and I'm going to take this first piece, right, and I am going to line it up with the top. So let me varnish. I'm going to peel off this. Guys, this man, I'm sorry. If I waited for him to be quiet to record, I would never post a video. Alright. Only 2 more years and he gets to go to school. Yay me. Okay. So, I'm going to line this up with the top. It doesn't matter which top, just the one that you matted. So, I'm going to turn this around and I'm going to line it up completely with the top and both edges. So if you guys can see, that is completely lined up, and there is your white space, and it folds over. So the next piece is gonna go right, it's gonna start right at the end of this white. So you're gonna line it up right at the end of the white and put it down. So same thing. Hold on one second, I'm gonna get him to turn that off. Hello. Alright, so basically what I was doing before I had to go situate him is that little gap that you have that's white here, you're going to just line up your next one. And so, varnish, peel, and stick. Well, actually, I'm going to put some art glitter glue over it. So, it gives me a little bit of time. And then, of course, it'll don't have to worry about it popping up. Alright, so now I'm turning it so I can see what I'm doing, which you guys probably can't as much. Alright, so see, I just line that up and there's your next waterfall. And so, again, same process. Happy Thursday, everyone. Happy Thursday. Alright, I got a lot I want to do today. It's still early in the morning. It's like almost 8 o'clock. We'll see how that goes. Judo, 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 judo. Okay, so that one is down. And then the next one, let me throw away the mess. Alright, and then on and on and on. That one. So the next one, and it's better if I do it this way. I can see better. I'm lining it up before I push it down. Alright. And then same thing. The waterfall is pretty simple once you get the gist of it all. Alright, so same thing, just lining it up and pushing down. And the last one. Yeah, baby. Okay, and then I'm going to put this one down, lining it up. Alright, so here is our waterfall, and I think this top one is not completely straight, but it's okay. It's okay, guys. Alright, so on this one, remember I told you, so we have our top and our bottom, right? So we had put this stuff on the inside. So we want the bottom piece. So here's your waterfall. This is the bottom of the waterfall. We're going to do this part first. So what I'm doing is flipping the waterfall over. I'm going to take, let me make sure I varnish. And I'm going to just peel our glitter glue. And line it up perfectly, hopefully. It never is perfect, guys. It's probably never gonna be. Alright, and then I'm just putting that down. So this goes here. And on this one, alright. Let me pull. So this one's going to line up at the top. So I am going to line it up the best of my ability. And then there is your waterfall. How cute, right? So what I'm going to do is, and you can do however you want with this closure. I personally am going to use, I bought this big old pack for like less than 10 bucks on Amazon. It might have been 10 bucks. It might have been a little more. But I am going to use some Velcro. And I know a lot of people get this from Dollar Tree, but I always forget when I'm there or don't find it. So I just ordered this off of Amazon. So this is my top. Let me make sure. So at the bottom of this flap, which is your first flap, I'm going to lay down a piece of this Velcro. And it doesn't matter which side, because I think it's all the same. Just putting some art glitter glue down to reinforce that. And then I'm going to set this Velcro on top. Okay. Putting some art glitter glue on that, and then I'm just going to fold this over and it will get caught. So there is that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take a lot of this, I'm kind of going to put a bunch down on the back of this, the scoring tape, and I am just going to put this all over the back, and I'm just kind of going in a box right now and making sure I get the ends, because you don't want the ends coming up. The middle doesn't matter as much, even though I'm still going to put a lot down, but make sure Okay, shh, Elijah, be quiet, please. But I am going to make sure I get the ends really well. So now I'm just going to put some lines down the middle and you know, it doesn't have to be straight, it doesn't have to be perfect. This part is just to keep it down. And another one here. And then I'll do, so let me varnish just to make sure it's all down. Then I'm gonna pick up all these little papers like this. What time is it?
Okay.
Alright, hold on. So next I am just going to take my art glitter glue and I'm going to make sure to get the edges again really well, and then throughout in the middle really well. Alright, so wherever your Velcro is, remember that's the bottom. So that goes in the bottom of the book. So I am just going to eyeball, center, stick this down. There goes our waterfall. Hold on one second, guys. Alright, so next thing we're gonna work on is our little middle pocket. Let me throw all this away, clean up this mess. Alright, so the middle pocket is, we're going to need 1 7 by 4 1/4, 2 3 1/2 by 2s for our pockets, and then is this, okay, I'm getting the part for the matting. Alright. It's this one. So for the pockets, we're going to need the matting top part to decorate it. We're going to need one, this is 4 inches by 3/6 of an inch. We have two 7/8 by 1/6, and you need 2 of those, and then 4 3x4s. Alright, so let's work on, where is my crazy paper? So on the little book, we're going to score at 3/4 and 3/4. So we're going to flip it. So we're going to do this twice. So here's my scoring. We're going to go 3/4 of an inch, 3 and, I don't know why I keep saying 3/4, 3 1/4. We're going to flip that and we're going to do 3 1/4 again. Okay, so do y'all see that? And then we're going to, let me move this a little bit. I'm going to fold on the mountain and then score and score. Okay, so next we need to do our little pockets. So on our pockets, we're going to score 3 sides at 1/4 of an inch. So however, whatever 3 sides you want to do, you're going to do 1/4 of an inch. So that is one side. Oh, I was like, that's off. Okay, that is my other side. And then that is another side. So let's do another pocket. 1, 2, 3/4 of an inch. All right, perfect. So what I'm going to do with this little pocket is I'm going to put my scoring tape, and I'm going to put it on this side because that so that way the writing will be inside. I'm going to, some people put their scoring tape after. I put it before. I mean, I don't think I cut it. So I'm going to take my 1/4 of an inch. This is where the 1/4 of an inch scoring tape is going to be important for this project, because if you have a 1/2 inch, it's not going to fit in this little bitty thing. And if you want to know where I get the score tape, again, I get it off Amazon. I will link all of that in the description below. And then I am just putting scoring tape on this side, and then I'm going to do the same thing with this little pocket. Put on the 3 sides that you just scored, we're putting scoring tape, if that makes sense. Alright, so blah blah. Do y'all know that people will subscribe to your channel just to leave a thumbs down? Hilarious. Alright. So, okay. So I'm just varnishing. And I'm going to show y'all, I'm going to zoom in a little bit and show you how I'm going to cut the corners. So, let me zoom in. So what I'm doing is, you see how, I hope that you guys can see the lines. Do you see the lines? So I am just going to match my scissors. Let me zoom in a little bit. I'm just going to match my scissors directly where it kind of cuts through the triangle, right? So, like that. And then I'm going to do the same thing here. And then on this one, sorry guys. Oh, I'm turning it over this way because then you can see the lines better. Alright, let me zoom out again and pick up these little pieces of paper and throw those away. Alright. So what I'm going to do is, before I put my pockets down, I'm going to go ahead and mat this. So remember, we had four 3x4s. And you could use journaling cards at this point. You could use whatever you want. Oh, you're okay. And then... Okay, baby. So I am just eyeballing this again. And again, you could mat this a little bigger. I just wanted to get the most out of my paper, so I did it 3x4s. And then this is that center piece that is 4x3/8. Alright, and this is just going to go in the center. And then... And I wanted this little book to be kind of like my pop of color. So that's why I pick the pink. And then we will do yeah. So now I'm just going to mat the back. I don't have to worry about this part in the back because you're not going to see that. But what I will do is I'm going to put scoring tape on it because that is going to help it stick. So here is that. And let's go ahead and do our scoring tape. Sometimes I get the scoring tape from Maymay Made It. She has it really inexpensive too. So if y'all order from Maymay Made It, she has scoring tape. Just type in the search bar tape. She's got it inexpensive. Alright. That was right on the edge, but it's fine. Alright, so now let's do our pockets, and we can mat them in a minute. So what we're going to do is we're going to fold over our edges, varnish. Elijah, go out of here with that. Go in the living room. please, or turn it down. Alright, so now I am just going to take the wrapping from the scoring tape off, and we're going to set these pockets down. You could put your matting on before or after. I don't think on this point it really matters. I am going to put some art glitter glue on it to give me a little more time. So I'm just eyeballing and lining this up with the bottom of where I just matted that pocket, if you guys can see. So again, don't lock him out because then he's going to go ballistic. Matthew, don't shut the door because he's going to get mad and act crazy. Huh?
I gotta flush the toilet.
Okay. Alright, so then I am just going to do the exact same thing with this pocket. And just put some art glitter glue, eyeball it, and put it over where I just put the matting. So I think that's why I matted it before I put the pocket, so you can still kind of see it underneath. So here are, here are our two mattings. These are two, and I think that they look a little, but they're fine. I think they're a little wide. Hold on. Are they? No, they're fine. Okay. This one doesn't have, that means my math is off. Hold on. Two. No, it's fine. Okay. But I wonder why. Oh, because I wanted it to be flushed. Okay. I was like, I wonder. So these are 2 and 7/8 by 1 and 5/8. Alright, so 1 in, and I'm just making sure 1 in, if I have it all written down right, 2 and 7, 5/8, and you need 2 of those. Okay, yeah. Alright, so next I'm just going to kind of eyeball this and stick this down. And eyeball and stick this on down. Alright, so there's our little pocket, and I put my scoring tape already on, so just going to put a little art glitter glue to reinforce, and this little pocket goes in the center, and I'm leaving like a little bitty gap, not a lot, and I'm just going to put some pressure and stick that down. So there is our little book. We put stuff in on the sides. Alright, let's clean up a little bit. Then we will move on to the side flap. So our side flap is, well, actually we're going to do the pocket, because I think the pocket needs to be done prior to, what is this? Okay, pocket. Let's go ahead and do our pocket, and I wonder why this is the size it is, because I don't think this is, oh, because it gets binded. Okay, so this one should be, and I don't know why I didn't cut it at the right size, but I will do that now. So this needs to be 3 1/4 by 3. So we need to score this on 3 sides. So on 3 sides, 1/4 inch. So just like we did those other little pockets. And I'm pretty sure it was only 1/4. Yeah, okay. And then we're going to do exactly the same thing. I'm going to score tape. And you can put a tab on here, like a little tab that I've been doing on the books. You don't have to. I just think it adds a little touch to the pocket. But again, you don't have to. You could put whatever. You could put like a ephemera piece, whatever you wanted to do. Alright, so let me cut this piece, and then I am just adding the tape, and now I'm going to varnish, and then I'm going to cut again the excess off the corners, and fold, okay. Shh, you have to be quiet, baby. 1, 2, 3, and then I'm going to put a little bit of art glitter glue to give me some more time, and also make sure it stays down, and put the pocket right here, making sure it sticks at the bottom, and then and that looks a little off, but it's fine. So on this one, and I didn't cut it at the bottom, it should be 4 5/8 by 2 5/8. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this down at 2 5/8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'm going to cut my tab out of that. So this is your mat piece that goes right here. And I'm going to line this up. Yeah, it popped. I'll have to get you another one, baby. Wait, pull it up, pull it up. Okay, that was a little too far over. Alright. Let's eyeball this again. Alright, there we go. Alright, where is my tab punch? So my tab punch, and you could probably do this any color. Maybe I should do a different color. Hold on. Let me find my scraps from what I was working with. No, I don't want that color. Maybe this one? Yeah, maybe. Well, no, it kind of goes too far with the background. Hold on, guys. Let me find this pink. Maybe, no. Maybe not. Hold on, that's what I want. I want one of this color. So, punch that out, and I'm just going to put a little bit of tab over here. Line this up and just put it right here. Alright, so next we are going to work on the flap that goes here. So the flap that goes here is a 3 3/4 by 11. So this one's pretty simple. The top flap, we're just going to score it at 6. Elijah, get back. Go see why the TV's not on. So all we're going to do, score it at 6. And then fold on the mountain, fold it over. So all we're going to do is, oh, and then we need a little flap, which I'll show y'all in just a second. So on this one, is this our flap? We need 2 of each of these. So we need 2 5 3/4 by 2, 5 3/4 by 3 5/8. Can't even read what I wrote. And then you need 4 3/4, or 4 3/4 by 3 5/8. Okay. 2 of those, and then you're gonna need like a little scrap piece of paper that I don't know why I didn't cut this. I thought I did, but I didn't, which is all good. This one is probably the right size, but okay, that one will work. So what we're gonna do is basically, I'm just going to mat these on there, and mat. And if you guys make this book, I love, love, love to see it. So like if you post it on Instagram, just tag me, or in your video, you don't have to tag me, but just let me know. I'd love to see it. Because I like to see different paper and how different people come up with their own things. He sounds like he's getting into stuff. That man. Always doing stuff. Alright. So down here, I'm going to mat this on here. And then you could also decorate this however you want, because I'm not really going to do the decorating because I want the person to kind of, you know, whatever they make of it or whatever, but I also want, and then also mat the back, don't forget, because this flips up where the person, you can see the back. So matting the back is important. And then here is the back. So up at the top, I am going to take a, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 2 of these. So we need 2 4 1/4. No, this was not 4 1/4. This is, I'm going to write it down. So the top part, we need 2 3 3/4 by 2 inches. So let me show you how I'm going to cut and do this. So I am going to cut this at 3 3/4 by 2. All right, that's, I mean, we don't need 2. We only need 1 of these. I don't know why I said 2. Okay, so we only need 1. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to score it at 1 inch. So at the 2-inch side at the top, we're going to score this at 1 inch. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to fold this at that 1 inch that we just scored. And I'm like, how did I not fold it on the score mark, girl? So now I'm going to add double-sided tape to the white part or the back part, okay? And I'm going to, and this is where if you had a bigger, I probably do have some, but I'm like, girl, this will work. So, which I'm like, it better work. Alright, no, I'm just kidding. Alright, so next, because this is just going to make your little flap. And I'm just putting 3 pieces on each, which around the world. Alright. These projects use a lot of score tape, which is funny because I never really used score tape before, but I had it. Okay, so now varnish, varnish, varnish. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to pull up one side for now. Only one, because we're going to lay this down. Alright, so what you want is, this is your back piece, so it flips up like this, right? So you want to flip it to the back, and I'm going to put some art glitter glue over this part, and I'm just going to line this up with the very top. So folding that in half, lining this up, And then now I'm just going to peel off this, this, and this, your art glitter glue. And I'm going to put this at the top up here, but I'm going to flip it over so I can see how high I want it to go. And a little bit. Alright, and then I left a little bit at the top. So there is your top flip. How cute is that, right? Alright, so last but not least, we are going to do the side flips. Alright, so we have 3 3/4 by 4 1/4 by 3 3/4. Alright, so we're going to score these. And we are going to score them, and I don't even have, okay, we're going to score them on the 3/4 side at a 1/2 inch. Alright, so we're going to go, this is my 3 3/4 side, I'm going to go a 1/2 inch, 3 3/4 side, a 1/2 inch, 3 3/4 side, 1/2 inch. Alright, so that's the scoring we do here. Now I've noticed with this little pocket, it's better to mat them after you put it together. So let's fold and varnish on the mountain, like Mary Beth be saying. Alright, and then here. So what we're going to do is we're going to put scoring tape on the little flap that folds this way. So here's your top. It's going to flap like this. We're going to put it on the top. So I'm just going to score tape down. I'm like, let me have F. Okay. And then I ran out of score tape. Hold on, guys. I got to get some more score tape. Guys, I don't know how much. I should have been looking. I don't know how much got cut off. But basically what I was doing was I used, these are my side flap, right? And I basically did 3/4. So this is cut at 3 1/4 by 4 1/4 by 3 1/4. And I scored it at a 1/2 inch at the 3 3/4 side, and I'm basically putting score tape on the side flap right here. Okay, so that's where we're at. And I'm not going to mat this until after I put it together on this one. Alright, so there is that one. Let me do the next one. And so it's okay that this hangs off a little bit because we're going to cut that down. So varnish, varnish, varnish. So what I'm doing with these now is I'm just going to cut them in. See how they fold? I'm just going to cut them in just a little bit on each side. So 1, and then 2, 3, 3. Okay. So what I'm going to do with these is we're going to stick them together, right? So I'm not going to take this off yet, but I'm going to take the next piece and I am going to pull up this and I am going to just put some art glitter glue over it, and I'm going to fold this over And I'm going to line this up exactly. Hold on. Line this up exactly with this other page behind it. And push that together. So you see it kind of made like a little... So we're going to do the exact same one with this. So put a little art glitter glue so you'll have a little bit of time to move it around. And fold this over, and I'm going to line this up exactly before pushing it down with the page in front. And then I'm going to take, we have 6 3x4s. And I think this was going to be the beginning, and this was going to be the inside of the back. So this one is going to go on the front. Alright, so I'm just matting all these together. Matting this with that, and then flip over. And
Mama, are you done?
no, not yet, baby. Not yet. I'm almost. Is this? This is a long video. Can you imagine if you had to watch me cut all that stuff? Okay, so on this side where we have, and we already have put score tape, that is going to open like this, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this up. I am going to add art glitter glue, and I am just going to put this as a little bit in, but at the top right here. Push it down, and that is your top flap. Like, how stinking cute. So that is finished project. You can decorate this however you want. Put tags in here, put ephemera, put some flowers on the front, do all kinds of stuff. Put some ribbon. I didn't put ribbon in here. If you wanted to put ribbon, you would put the ribbon before this piece. But I think this is super cute, and I really like how it came out. So if you guys didn't understand anything, just let me know in the comment section. If you guys have any questions, if you like this, thumbs up. Shh, Elijah. Sorry. Subscribe if you haven't already, because the best is yet to come. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.